Hi, this is Mrs. Dorn, and I thought I'd do a little bit something different today. Instead of presenting to you in lecture mode in front of the class, I thought what I would do is present it via internet. The reason being is we have quite a few people who are gone off and on lately, so this is the easiest way to reach you all at once. Now last week we began simplifying square roots, such as the square root of 180. In order to do that, we looked at our list of perfect squares and we decided what was a perfect square that went into 180. Now there are several different ways to do this. I'm just going to go with something kind of simple. I'm going to start by taking 180. I know it's divisible by 2, so maybe I'll divide it by 4. 180 divided by 4 breaks down into the square root of 4 times the square root of 45. But wait, 45 has a perfect square that goes into it. So let's think about that. Well, the square root of 4 is 2, so that's no big deal. Square root of 45 I know is 9 times 5. Well, the square root of 9 is 3, so 2 times 3 times the square root of 5, and 5 is what we call a prime number. It doesn't have any pairs, so we leave it. So the answer is whatever 2 times 3 is, which is 6, square root of 5, and that is the exact answer. Let's try another one. Well, I know that square root of 350 has to be divisible by 25, so I'm going to start by dividing it by 25. 350 divided by 25 is 14. So we say the square root of 25 times the square root of 14. Now the square root of 25 is just 5. Square root of 14, 14 is 2 times 7, which are neither of the two are perfect squares. The only other way we could get it is 1 times 14, so it can't be broken down anymore. So it's just 5 square roots of 14. So that is simplifying. Then from there, we went to actually condensing them together. Now I told you could try to reduce before you start, but the easiest way to go about doing this is to go ahead and multiply the numbers. 6 times 21. Square root of 126. Well, I know 126 is divisible by 2. Is it divisible by 3? Yes, it is. So it's probably divisible by 6. 21 times, which I already knew that. But 6 is not a perfect square. Well, let's try 9. 126 divided by 9. 14 times. That sounds good. Square root of 9 times the square root of 14. Well, just like before, I said 14 couldn't be broke down, so it's 14. The square root of 9 is just 3. Let's try again one more time. 22 times 8. I could go ahead and simplify anything that I want beforehand, or I could put them together as one math problem. So I'm going to do 22 times 8, which is the square root of 176. Well, I know 8 is divisible by 4, so maybe I'll break it down. So 176 divided by 4, well, that's the square root of 4 times the square root of 44. Square root of 4 is 2 times, well, 44 is 4 and 11, so square root of 4 times the square root of 11. Square root of 4 is 2, so it's 2 times 2 times the square root of 11, which is 4 square roots of 11. And I